Please
Farage
don't
has
make the
suggested
same
in the last
mistakes again.
24 hours
Vote
that
your
if he
party
got power
as an
with Reform
alternative.
UK, he would scrap the European Convention on Human Rights, the ECHR, and replace it with a new British Bill of Rights. Notably, we don't know what this would contain, and it removes the word human, which is tragically worrying. Anyway, just so we're all clear, you're covered by the current ECHR in the following areas. I just need you to understand that, because I'm not sure that you do. This means you. This is what you currently have and are protected by. Article 2, right to life. The government must protect your life. They can't end it. Article 3, freedom from torture or inhumane treatment. You can't be tortured, treated cruelly, or subjected to degrading punishment. Article 4, freedom from slavery or forced labour. No one can own you or force you to work against your will. Article 5, a right to liberty and security. You can't be locked up without a good reason. If you're arrested, it must be legal, justified, and you must be told why. Article 6, right to a fair trial. If you're accused of a crime and involved in a legal case, you have the right to a fair and public hearing by an independent court within a reasonable time. Article 7, no punishment without law. You can't be punished for something that wasn't a crime when you did it in law. Article 8, right to a private family life. You have the right to privacy in your personal life, relationships, and home. The state must respect your family life unless there's a very good reason, such as protecting children. Article 9, freedom of thought and religion. You can believe what you like, change your religion, and practice your faith as long as it doesn't harm others. Article 10, freedom of expression. You can share your views and opinions through speech, writing, art, it doesn't matter, but there are limits if, and only if, that incites hate or violence. Article 11, freedom of assembly and association. You can gather in groups, protest, clubs, unions, parties, as long as it's peaceful. Article 12, right to marry and start a family. Adults have the right to marry and have children according to the law of their country. Article 13, right to an effective remedy. If your rights are violated, you must have a right to challenge that in court. Article 14, freedom from discrimination. You can't be denied because of these rights, such as race, sex, religion, political views, disability, sexual orientation. Extra rights and protocols include right to property. You can own things and the government can't take it away without good reason or compensation. A right to education. Everyone has the right to go to school. Right to free and fair elections. You have a right to be able to vote in free and fair elections. Now, Farage's new version of the British rights hasn't been drafted. We have at this moment absolutely no idea how this would legally work or intersect with other laws. Nothing. The man has provided nothing. Clapping along for this because it might impact brown people is so short-sighted it is like watching slugs go to a salt party, like turkeys clapping for Christmas. You currently have all of those rights I just mentioned and you're willing to blindly throw that away on the basis of nothing more than a few words from a man whose promises don't often keep good. If you believe this, you probably believe the Brexit slogans that were on the side of buses. I don't know what to tell you. This isn't just politically screwed up, morally bankrupt, and horrifically backwards. It's actually incredibly naive and willfully fucking stupid. For a politician to stand on a stage and say that he'd take away your rights, and you clap along at that prospect purely because it might affect people of a different race is so woefully misguided, it demonstrates a political ineptitude beyond all possible measure. In this British Bill of Rights, no full text, no draft clauses, no detailed list of provisions is currently publicly available. This screams one thing and one thing only, that he is going after them before protecting you. I'm begging you at this moment to see sense. We've been here before on a much lesser scale with Brexit. His beloved brainchild. And look how that turned out. He's bitten you before. And now you're extending your arm out again. But this time, to much, much worse end results.